What's up, y'all? You're tuned into Vision and Heels Uncensored, the podcast dedicated to giving you the raw truth on all things V&H. We're talking real-life experiences infused with faith and an unwavering commitment to authenticity.
I'm Ivette Pujol, your Vision and Heels Community Manager, a Cuban visionary with Miami roots.
And I'm Jeanette Marie Rodriguez, the CEO and founder of Vision and Heels, Puerto Rican and Dominican Bronx native, your New Yorican host. We're here to share our take on navigating life, business, and all the hats we proudly wear.
Time to pour the cafecito. Let's dive in.
Hey, y'all. We are back. And I say we because it's Ivette and I. What up, peeps?
Yeah.
And
we are so happy to be with you guys again.
We are so close, but yet so far. Ivette is at V&H and I am at home. We're dividing and conquering. We have a super cool event. By the time you guys hear this, it will be past tense. But Ivette is prepping for it, so she's doing all the cool things. And she's going to get to talk about her amazing business with amazing women that also have businesses. I'm going to go as a guest and get to, hang out and try the clothes and try the makeup and, have Twink work on my health and make sure that I'm healthy, all the things. So I'm going in as a participant, but super proud of these amazing ladies. Ivette knows how I feel about evening events.
I know, that's why I said no. She was like, "No, you don't come as a guest."
No, she's like, "You cannot come." I was like, there's not gonna be a thing that you're doing, and I'm so close, and I'm not gonna be there. So I'm here to support you because she is my biggest fan. So tonight I get to be her number one fan and get her autograph and all of the things for my girl. So we're excited, super excited. Ivette gets to shine. She makes us all beautiful inside and out at the office. So it's time that the world knows what she has to offer and all the things that make her her, right? So I am proud of her. And so in one of our conversations, that's how this podcast came about. Literally yesterday, Ivette started drafting up the notes and I'm like, yes, that's what we're going to talk about.
Yeah.
So
I think that's why we don't pre-plan so much ahead of time. And I know that you and I are planners.
Yeah.
To the 10th degree. We plan and plan and plan, and we plan some more after we've planned.
Yeah.
But something about this podcast, the V&H Uncensored, it is very authentic as to what's going on in our lives at the time and what God is putting in our hearts. Like, this is what needs to be discussed. This is where you guys need to go with this.
Yes.
Because you and I may plan that, we're going to talk about this, this, and this. And we have that plan and we kind of stick to it a little bit. But then when something comes up that we know, like God has said, speak about this. There's women that need to hear about this.
Yes.
There's people that need to know that they're not alone.
Yes.
We speak about it. And we say, you know what?
That's what makes us uncensored. I mean, we're coming in with all the emotions because not every day, most of the time we come in and we still find laughter in a stressful day. We're wearing many hats at V&H and it's hard. We're a team of two and some days it's just one of us. And then, the day gets the best of us and we're like, oh my gosh, here we are again. So we are coming to you raw, uncensored with all of the feelings and in hopes that it helps you guys, right? We're not here just to blow off some steam, although it is nice to vent and be able to have an audience to say, hey, I feel that way too, so we don't feel like the only locas.
Yeah.
But we think, all right, we're hearing things, we're around so many business owners, so many women working for companies, so it's not just entrepreneurs at our space. And we hear the cries and we hear, the stories and we're like, all right, let's talk about it. So that's why it's called V&H Uncensored. We're bringing you like the raw truth. It's not just what's in our intro, outro. It is really true. It's our real life. It's every day. We're coming to you with all the emotions, fear, happiness,
absolutely,
faith, joy, anger, all of the things. We're coming to you and bringing it to the table in hopes that it will help you guys. That's what this is about, right? Because it takes time for us to do this. Time that we don't have, right? We want to do all of the things and we talk about all the things we want to do that we have no time for.
Oh my gosh, so many things.
So
many things.
we are bringing this to you in hopes that it'll help. Even if it helps one person, like you said, Ivette, even if it's just one person that is touched, then it was worth it. So with that, before we get into the title, let's talk about gratitude. I'm not going to forget today because I like my topic for gratitude today. But Ivette, you go first.
Oh, okay. So something that you said yesterday when you came in, and our dear and beloved members, they're not even just members anymore. I know that Sandy and Oscar, they are
How do you
family.
say members and family all at once? I don't know.
Family?
Family? I don't know. We got to think of something. Maybe the audience can help us.
Yeah, but like they're not. They're our cousins. They're our brothers. They're to me sometimes closer than some family I do have.
Yes.
But when you guys were talking, and I know it really hurt when they just lost their pet a couple of days ago.
Yeah.
And you guys were talking, and I am grateful for my pets. I have our Penny, our English Bulldog, and I have Brody and Coco, our two little Frenchies. And they give us unconditional love.
Yes.
There is nothing in the day. It doesn't matter what has happened in my day that I walk in that door as if they had never seen me before, or if I hadn't seen them in months, and they just give me joy. They give me love. And I know, unfortunately, Oscar and Santi just lost their loved Athena, and we love them very much. And we know the pain that happens when you lose someone like a little pet. So I'm grateful for our pets, and I know you were sharing stories of how important they were to you and for that unconditional love. And I think that's one of the reasons why I love this space so much, because there is no judgment. There is no anything else. It's just pure love, pure joy. Hugs, there is no competition.
Tears, good cologne.
Yes.
They smelled amazing. We were giving them hugs. I'm like, wait, I want another hug. Let me smell that.
Yes.
Yes.
They're handsome.
They're handsome. They're just amazing. We love them so much. They're one of our OGs. I think we were talking about it right before I hit record. Oscar and Santi, I think, were member number 2. And they're still with us. We have 10 founding members, and they were number 2. So I'm blessed to have them in my life. We've shared so many things, and they've done so much for us and have been our extended family. So Oscar, Santi, if you're listening, we love you. We love your hugs. You guys always look and smell so good. And we're here for you. I know you guys are going through a tough time, but we're here for you. Hopefully we can make you smile every so often. Last night I sent you guys a funny text. Did you watch the video?
Yes, I did. Yes, it was so funny. Oh my gosh,
hilarious. So we do that. It's not always about work, and when I find something funny, I look for you guys to share with, because you guys are more than just people I work around. So yes, that is amazing. It
is a great feeling that it's seamless. There is no difference between home and being here. I don't even want to say work, and we work at home and we work here, just like you're at home at your home office now. You're going to be speaking, or you're going to the SBDP.
Yes.
All of those things, it's just seamless. It's part of our life, and it doesn't feel like ugh.
I know.
And when I get those messages in the evening, I'm like,
I think of you guys at night. I think of you guys, because if I find something funny, I want to share it. It's like, okay, it's not always about sadness. Let's kind of laugh. And then Oscar's like my baby, my pure baby. Like, I don't think I don't like to curse in front of him. Nothing, bad. Like, I want to keep his ears pure. And I know Santi laughs about this. I'm going to make sure they hear this episode. But, like, I shared it with Ivette and Santi because, we get down and dirty, the three of us. We can talk about stuff and laugh and cry. But I don't want Oscar to hear that stuff. Like, let's protect him. He's like Saint Oscar. So when I sent it to you guys, I was like, don't let Oscar hear this.
Cover his ears.
Oh my gosh. So yes, it
I
was
love
funny
it.
to think of you guys last night. So I guess I'm going to share a little bit of your gratitude about that too. Okay. So
Yeah.
in sharing that, yes, of course, I'm thankful for the space and everything it allows. It allows me to come in, raw and uncensored. And sometimes it's hard because I'm wearing all the hats, and finance is a hat that I wear. It is not necessarily pretty all the time. And some months we have an amazing month. December was like, kick-ass month. And then, January is January, right? We're all trying to figure it out, what's next for the new year. So it's hard. I come in with all those emotions, and you guys just kind of help me forget about it. So I'm definitely thankful for you guys with that. All right. And then I'm going to say what I told Yvette I was thankful for. It's just God's grace and mercy, right? This week in my Bible study, I'm reading all about mercy and how God extends us mercy and how he expects us to extend mercy onto others, no matter what the situation or how bad it may seem. And that's tough, especially, in everything we're seeing all over the world. It's really hard to find, and say, well, I'm going to forgive, or it's really hard. But if we come to God 100 times and we ask for forgiveness, grace, mercy, all of the things, right? We need to start doing the same thing towards others. So that's what I'm thankful for. God's word. He always smacks me in the face when I need it. So I think there's no coincidence that this week's word is all about mercy. So thank you, Jesus, for always looking out for me and giving me that cocotazo we talked about last week with Cassie.
Yeah.
I got my cocotazo, my spiritual cocotazo. Okay. So Yvette put together this wonderful episode, and the title is
Why Alignment Feels Scary at First. Sometimes so scary at first.
And then the theme came from, like, I my good friend is a dentist. Shout out to Dr. Arnell Wright in Oviedo. Whoop, whoop. She has been like my shoulder to cry on with this dental work. I had a wisdom teeth needed to be pulled out, all of the things, and I'm such a punk, and I cry over the littlest things when it comes to dental work. But she took care of me. But as she walked me out to the car and gave me a hug, we just talked, and she said something about, I'm in a no season. And so I took off. I got on 417, got on the highway, and I thought of that. And then when Yvette told me the topic, I was like, yes, we need to talk about this, because we all need to be in alignment with what our goals are. And if the goal is something specific, which we'll talk a little bit about our personal goals, then sometimes a no is warranted to those that may want, and it's not anything against them. It's just that was last year's season, right? That was the season before. Right. Now you're in a different season. So those that love you should be okay with your no. And if they're aligned to be in your life, and if it's God's will for them to be part of this, they're going to stick around and be okay with your no. And if it's not, then the no will bother them. And I think we talked about that, where you said sometimes people have to exit your life. You mentioned someone talked about that this very morning in a hug, and was feeling a little emotional. So it's hard, but it needs to happen, right? So alignment needs to happen. Think about a car. In order for the car to drive well, for your tires to be able to last, like all of the things, your wheels need to be in alignment.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I had looked up the definition of alignment, because I said, what does it mean? We talk about alignment. And alignment literally means signifying agreement or a straight line.
Yeah.
And that analogy of the car, if your car wasn't driving, pulling to the right or pulling to the left, or going both ways or going all over the place, wouldn't you have your mechanic look at it right away? Because something's going to happen. Something's going to happen. And when you go off the road, it's not going to be pretty, and you're going to stop. So you get it fixed. Why do we allow all these extra things that come into play in our daily life to just pull us to the right, pull us to the left, pull us to the sides, that we don't need to be going? And we feel so guilty about saying no when it should be okay.
We feel guilty. And that's what gets us.
That 1%.
The Cordero family used to say, el ay bendito es el hijo de jódete. So you're gonna have to translate that one. El ay bendito el hijo de jodete. I don't know. El ay bendito.
We're just gonna have to let people
sorry.
like.
I feel sorry for you. Is the kid of then jodete, like. I don't know, guys. It's a word that we used to say, like, when, oh my gosh, bendito, I feel sorry. Let's do it just because, and then te jode after that, like, you know. El ay bendito hijo de jodete.
That's like no good deed goes unpunished kind of thing.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
You have good intentions.
Yes.
You have good intentions, and then you say yes, and then all of a sudden it's like, why am I even here? Look what happened. Like I got into this whole hot mess.
Yes.
And then like I wasn't even supposed to be here.
Yeah.
I'm doing somebody a favor when I was supposed to stick to what my purpose is, my goal. Why am I over here?
Yeah. Yeah.
And it doesn't mean that every once in a while you can't say, you know what, let me stop what I'm doing. My friend is asking for help. Let me go ahead and take care of it. Yeah. I will do it. It just means focus on what you need to do. Right. So, and stick to your path. And it's okay to say no every once in a while and say, does this align with my purpose? That's why when I spoke at BBB last month, it was slow down to speed up.
Yep.
And we spoke about it and we said, God whispers that the world is loud, and right now the world is screaming in all different types of directions.
And if we allow
you can't hear a whisper.
It will detour
It will tear you in all different types of directions.
It will.
Rough terrain will tear your car apart. Back to the alignment. We need to say, okay, where do you want me to go, God?
Yeah.
And I can't hear it if I'm all over the place.
If your car is not in alignment, you better get your butt to the mechanic and fix it, because if not, you ain't gonna have a car.
So I know that. I haven't had my car for 4 months.
Yeah, exactly. This is a really good example for you because you're living it. Oh my gosh.
I know. That's why I said this is...
Being in alignment is so important. So thank you for hearing the cries yesterday and coming up with this really amazing topic so that we can discuss it.
And I'm kind of glad that yesterday we didn't record, because it really did give me a little more time to just sit in it quietly and say, what do I feel? What is going on? And this being in alignment is living authentically as your true self, where what you say, what you think, what you feel, and all of that point in the same direction, allowing your life to flow more smoothly. That's why it's so important. And I say, I love that I get to come to Vision and Heals. Why? Because it allows me that opportunity that I can be my true self, that I can say what I want and what I think and I feel, that they all come together, and it allows me a space where I can just say, you know what, there's no distractions. And if I need collaboration from somebody, I can collaborate. I can talk to somebody and say, somebody that I trust, somebody that I respect, because I'm not just going to go and ask anybody. I've learned that listen to way too many people, and I've tried to people please way too much. Who do I trust that I can say, look, I'm being vulnerable. I don't know what I'm doing with this, or I need guidance. I need your feedback. I need your tough love. I need you to tell me, Ivette, estás comiendo mierda. Like, stop, and just focus on what it is that you need to do. You're doing too much for too many other people. Go back to what is your goal? Where is God leading you? And sometimes in giving each other advice, we're like, man, I should listen to my own advice.
No, absolutely. And that gets us right into the next segment. Why does it feel scary? And I think sometimes the things we love, the people we love, like you mentioned, you love Vision and Heals, right? We love our children, but how many times do we get so caught up in our children's lives that we forget who we are, what we want to do, and our goals? And it's not a bad thing because we love it, right? You love Vision and Heals, but right before this conversation, I'm like, how is Vision and Heals going to help you? What's your why and why you said yes to Vision Heals? Other than we were friends and I needed someone to come and watch the space that loved it just as much as I did, right? Other than that.
I love the fact that so many people ask me, is this your place? And I'm like, I'm glad
you think that, because I love it so much, and it shows. So that's really what I wanted when I said I have to step away for a few days a week, and I just need to have someone here that I can trust, that loves it just as much as as I do. And that's where you came in. But what was your why? Okay, now I have a space to focus on my business. I can get inspired. I have access to amazing members. I can share my ideas, hear their ideas, incorporate all of those things. Did you get lost in that? Right? In your why? And it's not a bad reason, because you love the space so much that we love our kids so much, right? And I'm saying this to myself, my life can't revolve around my children, because what happens when they become of age, they have their life, then what happens to me, right? They want to see me happy. They want to be able to move away, have their family, and know, hey, mom is good. She's doing amazing. Look at her on social media. She's killing it. This is my mom. I'm proud of her, right? But yet we spend all this time giving them everything, giving us nothing, and just continuing to wither away. And I mean, we can even do this with our spouses, right? We put so much energy in getting them right. How about we don't? We allow God to do the work, and we become the examples. We were laughing about diet and exercise, and I'm like, I want to be pushed. I don't want to be the one. And I'm like, no, that's a stupid excuse, Jeanette. Because what if you were the only one? You had to make sure you're eating right, you're working out, you're doing all of the things. Stop putting your energy and your focus on those that you love. Not that you shouldn't. You should never not be there for your kids and your spouse. 100% we play our role as wives. But when we lose ourselves trying to fix them, help them, better them, we're no good to them or ourselves.
No. As a matter of fact, I think I showed you yesterday. Remember the video that I showed you that my older daughter, Christina, sent me?
Oh, yeah.
It was a TikTok, and I think it was exactly what I needed, because her text said, I want you guys to last a long time. And the video was about that if your parents aren't lifting weights or strength training or taking care of themselves in their 50s and 60s, then they're not going to be able to take care of themselves in their 70s, 80s, and 90s. And you know what? That hit me, because what am I going to do if I don't take care of myself now?
Yeah.
And I overextend myself, and my daughters don't need me in the same way. But if I think that I need to give my everything to everyone else, to my work, to my house, to my husband, to my children, and not take care of myself, then I'm going to end up being a burden to my daughters. I know they'll take care of me, but the last thing I want to do is sit in a chair, and I can't get up for myself, and I can't do for myself, and I can't dance while I'm cooking. And
all the things that they love about mommy.
All of those things. I don't want to be a burden.
Yeah.
So immediately yesterday, I was like, and it shouldn't be that way. I should be doing it for myself. But if it was the swift kick that I needed to be able to say, you know what, you're not going to be a burden to your daughters. It made me drink more water.
Yeah.
It made me watch and say, okay, when I got home and I was stressed and I was going to eat something, I'm like going, nope, that's not going to be healthy. And you're not hungry. And you're not going to do that because you're going to be a burden to your daughters. So all of those things, the saying no, the being in alignment, the not being a burden, all of those things, they require surrender. And it's about trust.
And it's scary.
And you know how I feel about the trust. They are scary.
Yeah.
That's what, even when God is guiding us to the unknown, it still feels like a loss to our nervous system, like something is different than what we're used to. So we just have to, again, you know how much I love the word trust. I trust. Now we just need to do it. We need to do it and say,
just do it. So that brings me into my season, right? So Dr. Arnell shared she's in her no season. I am in my, what is it? You reap what you sow, right? So I'm in my reaping season. I feel like I have sowed all these seeds for a long time.
Yeah.
And now it's time for me to stop sowing and to see that grow into something, right? And I think that there's no coincidence that my pastor spoke a couple weeks ago about, the mustard seed and it being the smallest seed, and we don't see it happening, but there's stuff happening under the ground, and it grew to be, a big tree, right? It grew. So
the biggest.
Yeah, the biggest. So I am in that
I
season.
loved that podcast.
And I didn't know I was going to need that. 2 weeks later, I shared it with you. I was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. So I'm like, okay, right now this season is about seeing things come to life. And so if that means saying no to someone that's kind of starting off and say, hey, I need you to help me, I'm not in that season anymore. So right now it's a no, because I need to focus on some other things that are in line with my season currently. And if they love me, they're going to say, okay, I respect that. Right? Yeah. So it's where I'm at right now. Seasons change. So this is where I'm at right now. But I promise, we can spend time doing something. I don't know. But I have to get comfortable in finding the no, how to say no and not feel bad. What we just talked about, the guilt. El ay bendito. Yeah. So I have to get past that, because that's hard for me. But
do you remember yesterday when I told you and I need to stop dancing?
Oh, yeah.
And I said, I'll explain tomorrow. You and I are really good at supporting each other.
Yeah.
You and I are really great about praying for each other. Yeah. You and I are really good about doing this. I got you. I got you. You got me. I got you. Mm-hmm. Let's go. And all of these ideas. You and I need to stop dancing, and we need to start taking action.
Yeah.
Because we have sown so much, and we are women of value. Yeah. We have lots of knowledge. You specifically, I am still in awe about the amazing woman that you are and the knowledge that you have when it comes to your financial background, your business background, all of those there, and get it. You can reap what it is that you've been sowing, not for just the last 3 years that Vision and Heals has been open, for the last 25 years that you've been in the finance field, and the type of woman that you are, the type of background that you are, the knowledge that you have, all of that was your sowing period. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Go get it. Go reap your crops. Yeah. Go out there and grab what it is that God has for you. You and I can hug each other and support each other. That's why alignment requires surrender and saying, this feels good. You and I talking to each other and being each other's cheerleaders. Yep. And the community that we have is a great supportive community. But sometimes we have to say, you need to step out. Go get what it is that God has in store for you. Be a good and faithful servant and go get it. Yeah. You are deserving of this. You are worthy of this. Step out in faith and grab what it is that he's been preparing you for all this time. And don't let anything distract you from that path that he has set forward in front of you. You know that if God has intended you to be here, he will make a way, and he's making the way. Yeah. We are surrounded by a wealth of knowledgeable, powerful resources and women. Go out there and get it. Mm-hmm. Go out there and get it. Mm-hmm. It's like the little butterfly, like when they're going into their cocoon and they come out, and it's like, just go and fly. Go get it. He will always take care of you, always has. So you and I need to stop dancing.
Yes.
And I will always be here for you, just like when you have your baby and you hold them and you go, you know what, they're going to take their first steps. You're always there, kind of surrounding them. And when they teeter, you're going to be there. And when they fall, you back up and you're their biggest cheerleader, and you say, yay, you got this. Will they fall? They're going to fall a million times.
Yep.
But they get right back up and they keep going. And look, now we don't even think about it.
Yeah.
Our kids walk away, they walk around us, and they were like, oh, camine más por aquí, leave me alone. And how happy were the first time that they were walking?
I know.
You know what?
Now we're sending them to their room. Mira, quédate quieto.
Sit down. Oh my gosh.
Take a break.
Stop walking.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's so true.
We need to go out there and do that. So
we need to do it. We're everybody else's cheerleaders. It's time that we allow others to cheer for us and just go. So it's the season of just going and just seeing what God has in store for us and walk out in faith. All of the things. So
have you ever wondered if the out of alignment and the unease that we have is because there's internal conflict, that you're feeling off, that dissatisfaction, that stress is because you're not doing what you're supposed to? Because when you are in alignment, you're grounded, you
Yeah.
have your purpose,
Yeah.
you feel calm, you trust yourself, and you're less stressed.
Yeah.
All of those
100%.
things.
So if
So
you're
maybe this
feeling those
unease,
things, yeah, it's
yeah,
because you're not in
it's
alignment.
because you're not doing what you're supposed to.
Right. It's not the season for that right now. You're
But
wearing
there's
you're wearing
something,
a tank top in the winter and you're freezing your buns off.
yeah,
Now you're
yeah,
sick, you got the flu and you're wondering why. Well, because you wore summer clothes in the winter. Like,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? You forget to put
yeah,
gas in the car, you forget to get your wheels, aligned, and now, you got a flat tire and you're stuck in the road. Well, that's because you didn't do the work that you're supposed to do before. So yeah, you're 100% right. So I guess that could be some of the homework, the reflection that we can give to all of you is, where are you feeling misaligned? Right?
yeah,
What area does it feel rough? Is it, your business? And then maybe take a step and say, okay, what is it that I'm supposed to be doing? Why am I feeling this way? What can I say no to that doesn't fall
right,
in line with where I'm supposed to go? Right? What are my goals? Right? We keep talking about goals and let them be specific, all of these things, but it all plays a part of the bigger picture, right? Because we can't run rampant. We can't, run a business with no future, growth and what are we seeing, vision and all of the things. It started off with a dream and a vision and all these things. We have the dream wall at Vision and Heals to remind us of this. But we
yeah,
can't run blind the same way we can't raise our kids all over the place. We have to set structure. Why? Because we want them to be organized. We want them to be structured. We want them to grow up to be, good, responsible adults, right? So we
absolutely,
can't raise them así a lo loco, everything goes. So why are we trying
yeah,
to run our business? And if you don't own a business and you work and you want to climb the corporate ladder, what are your goals to get there? How are you going to get there? Right? So
yeah,
you need to make sure that your things, your goals, and everything kind of are in line with where you're at today. And if it's not, then it's time to start cutting and saying no to things. It's hard because we're doing it right with you guys. And I can tell you, I'm speaking for me. El ay bendito and saying no is
yeah,
really tough for me. Because I want to be loved and liked and I want to make people feel good, like I want to give
yeah,
people a chance, like, hey, you can do it too. I never just do something and then keep it to myself. I'm like, come on, let's do it together. That's probably why I was no good in sports, because I never wanted to win over other people. I'm like, come on, let's go together. And so
not me.
yeah, no, Joe and Jaylene were all about, okay, we gotta be number one, we gotta be the best, and I'm like, no, we're all together, we're all equal. Hence why I didn't get into sports. But anyways, that's the homework we want to leave you guys. Some reflection on where are you at now? And do you feel misaligned? Do you feel like things are going you're out of whack? Things are just not going the way they should. Is that God trying to get your attention? Like, hey, you're not in alignment. Those wheels are wobbling. Come back to the mechanic.
Yep.
Get in line.
Yep.
What are you trying to fit in to your car that you shouldn't? Are you putting gas or are you putting water? What happens if you put water in your gas tank?
Oh, you're effed. You're effed. Te jodiste. There's no other way.
Te
Like,
jodiste. Es la
te
bendito el
jodiste.
hijo de jódete. You're in the jódete.
Yep.
So
Yep.
it's not gonna work, guys. No matter what, it's
At
not
all.
gonna work. You need gas. And if you have an electric car like me, you need to plug and you need to get to the source. Who's your source? Who are you going to for your gas?
Yeah.
Who's your
Amen.
source?
But not even a but. And if you're praying and you want alignment, you have to get ready for those doors to close.
Yes.
Just like some door open, some
will
doors close.
People
Some
will
doors
leave your
close
life.
to situations.
People,
Some doors close
family.
to people.
Yeah.
Some doors close to family. Some doors close to living arrangements. Some doors close if you are comfortable where you're at and you're not growing. Maybe it's time to look at and say, you know what, this isn't going to be all rainbows and butterflies. It's going to be, like you've said many times before, I need to get into that muddy middle.
That muddy middle is
and
not
deal
a
with
good.
those muddy
It
middles.
doesn't feel good when you're growing, right?
No, but
When you're going to work out at the gym, you start feeling sore, right? Your body is doing something, right?
oh yeah,
And it doesn't always feel good. I love how you put in your notes here, if no feels uncomfortable, growth is happening.
oh yeah,
If no feels uncomfortable, that means you're growing, baby.
yeah,
So
yeah.
be happy
You're
with.
in.
I
You're
said 5 yeses, but the one no. I should have said 2 no's, but you know what? Don't worry about that. You said 1 no. That's a big step for you. That's growth.
yeah.
Celebrate that. Now tomorrow you'll probably be able to say 2 no's. I don't know, but be excited when it's uncomfortable, right?
Now that you've done, and we have both been in a season and seasons of who are we? Like, what do we want? Who are we now that we're in different seasons? Where our children are a little bit older, our businesses are a little more established. Who are we? And our source is still, at least for me, and I know for you, is still God. Like, where is He guiding me? And now that I am more sure than ever of who Yvette is and what she wants and where it is that God is guiding her, everyone's external actions should be in harmony with your internal values, your ethics, and that intuition, that thing, something inside that tells you, I know I should probably say no to this, but like, should I? Don't second guess that
Don't
little voice
second
inside of you.
guess.
Just don't second guess it. Just go for it. Just go for it. Just do what you know needs to be done. God is guiding you. He's protecting you, and go for it. Just go for it. Step out in faith, and all of those things will fall into place, and
align yourself
you
with
will
people.
reap.
We talked about that yesterday. Someone, I don't remember who said it, but I heard them say, you're one person away from the one person you want to meet, right? Who is this person you have in your mind? Typically, we are one person away from meeting that person. So we know someone that can get us there, right? So are you getting in the right rooms, right? What are you saying yes to? Does it fall in alignment? And we shouldn't be the superstar in the room. If we are, we're in the wrong room. We need to be the lowest so we can say, and not to make us feel bad, because you had said this several times, we belong in those rooms. We're just as good, we're just as smart, we're just as qualified, right? But what happens to you when you're in a room with women that have been there, done that now are in the other end, are seeing the multiple, figures, I don't know, whatever it is, right? Or it doesn't even necessarily mean money, that have raised a kid, that have, whatever, have gone through years of marriage, whatever it is that your goal is. Get yourself in the room with people that have done it. Why? Because now you can pick their brain. You can watch how they operate. Then you can start creating those habits in your life, right? We shouldn't be the only one in the room like, hey, this is my goal, and everyone's like, wow. And it's nice for your ego, right? But is it helping you?
Yeah.
It's not. So it's time to get in alignment, get in those rooms, right? If you're a parent and you
when your car,
you got to go to the right mechanic. If you have a foreign car, right? Like I had a Tesla, I can't just walk into, another mechanic. They're going to know nothing about Teslas unless they specialize in Teslas, right? So I have to get my butt to a Tesla when I did have one and have them fix whatever needed to be fixed, right? So try to get yourself in those rooms. It's not that hard. We're typically a person away. You're going to know someone that's already there. And like I said, it doesn't mean business. I'm not just saying that, because we have moms on here that just found out their child has a special need, right? And when I tell you God just does amazing things, that was me. 23 years ago, I was the mom like, oh my God, what am I going to do? Right? So when I see moms like come to me, like they see hope in what Matthew has become, right? And so I'm not even saying just business, right? Get in those rooms. If you're in the corporate world and you aim to be, a senior manager, go have lunch with one. What is your day like?
The hope. Do you remember last week when we met the MC for our conference coming up in March?
Yes.
That I started sharing with her, because we love Matthew from his tia. And we started talking about Matthew and all of the stuff and your story, how you were a single mom and you had a son that had special needs. And she was telling me about her son as well. And she has little ones and her little ones, and it gave her hope. Her eyes, she got teary-eyed. She felt like, these are my people. They understand.
Yes.
I don't have to be fake, that I'm still a mom.
Yes.
I'm still a mom who says, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm doing my best and I'm trying my best, but I need help to figure it out. But she's surrounding herself with the right people,
Just
people
saying
and
yes
women.
to being an MC. Did she have any clue God was going to bring her in a room with someone
Yeah.
that has a 26-year-old that has been there, you know, and that can tell her, hey, it's going to get better. Sometimes
It gets
that's all
better,
you
and
need to hear.
So successful. Yes.
Yeah, you need to see that example, that light at the end of the tunnel. And so whatever that light is, get in the room that has the light that you need. Whatever it is, right? If it's business related and you're trying to get your business to the next level, then figure out a way to be around those that have done it. What are they doing different? How are they tuning up their car?
Remember
How are
that
they
time?
lining their tires? Who
Yeah,
are they
how are
going
they getting
to?
in gear after?
How are they getting in gear?
And it's not that it happens one time and then it'll never happen again. Right. Let me ask you a question. Do you remember when we were in the room with I don't remember her name right now, but she was the owner of Lively, and she sold that for $100 million.
Mm-hmm.
And again, it's not always about finance, but she sold Lively for $100 million. Then she said, you know what? Okay, I'm going to do it again. And then she established Gorgie.
Oh, yeah.
And then now she's ready to do it again. She was no different than you and I.
Yeah, she said the story of how, you know, she had no clue and she had no money, and she just got in the room with the right people and shared what her dream and vision was and made it happen. And was on this, I think now she's on her third or fourth company that she has sold for multiple millions, and is killing it. But it didn't start there. It started where some of us are at right now.
Right. So she reaped after she sowed.
Yeah.
After she sowed all those things,
yes.
Time to reap.
Time to reap.
And if you don't know where to go and what to do, maybe it's your sow season. Okay, so sow with the right people, because sowing, you can't just throw seeds somewhere and go, okay, I threw them on somewhere in the field. I don't know where they are anymore. Okay, how are you going to tend to that? There needs to be discipline. There needs to be order. There needs to be alignment. That process needs to happen in the right space.
Yes.
With the right dirt, with the right nutrition. If you just pick a field, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen.
It's not fair to those. Let's say you're in a season and they're not able to provide that. It's not fair to them for us to continue to expect them to provide something that they really can't. Not that they can never, right? But they're not in a place to do that right now. And we're putting all this pressure, like, you gotta give me this because this is what I need. No, how about you accept them for where they're at in their life right now, and you go out and get in the room with someone that's at that level. Reduces the stress of the person you're trying to get that from. At the same time, you're salvaging that relationship and you're growing. So it's win-win. This was amazing. I love this conversation. It was so needed.
I think one of the things both of us need to learn is that we need to give ourselves permission to disappoint.
Yes.
And specifically disappoint others.
Yes.
Without continuing to disappoint ourselves.
Yes.
How many times do we say yes to things that we say, you know what? I did something
why
for
did
them.
I say yes?
Why? So don't keep disappointing yourself.
Yeah.
And if not for you, do it for those around you. Do it at least for me. My daughters are watching everything I do.
Yes.
And I want them to know I should be doing it for me.
Yes.
I really 100% should, but sometimes we just don't. So when I look at, and why would I say again yes to something else and someone else that ultimately is going to be like, mommy should have done this. Mommy should have done that. She was always doing for somebody else. So maybe I need to sacrifice for everybody and not do. I would never want my daughters to do that for themselves. So maybe every once in a while, we have to give ourselves permission to disappoint somebody else.
Yep.
We need to shorten explanations. And you know what? Just, no, thank you for thinking of me. Maybe next time.
That's right.
And I've got goals. I have farming to do.
Yep, that's right. We got some farming to do. I love that. There's pruning.
I'm gonna come in with
pull
my
the weeds.
overalls.
We gotta pull
and
those
my...
weeds out, because there's something under there that needs to grow, and the weeds are suffocating it. So time to pull out those weeds. I love it. I love it. So before we get to our Spanglish word, we want to remind everyone, if you have not gotten your ticket for our International Women's Day conference called Voices of Vision, you don't want to miss it. Get your tickets. They're on sale now at visionandheals.com under events. You can get your ticket there. We are finalizing everything as we speak, so the tickets will not be on sale for much longer. Grab your ticket. Come with a friend. If a guy is listening, you want to come and bring your significant other, or you want to gift it to someone. They will love you for it, and you will get super brownie points and all of the things. So don't miss it. I hope to see you guys there.
It's honestly, I didn't know in extensive detail about all of our panelists, and as I was putting together the little bios and the introductions, I was like,
they're
wow,
amazing women. Beautiful inside and out. So spunky, so just, you guys are going to be blessed. Like, I can't say anymore because I'm going to spoil it, but you guys are going to be blessed. God did his thing in just, getting us in line with choosing the speakers and the topics and all of the things. As much as we hate planning big events, we're thankful God brought in, the Volusia Hispanic Association to help us. But it's hard work, but we love to attend. So we're getting closer to the attend part, right? So we're doing all the work, and now we're going to reap, right? What is it? You reap what you sow. So we're going to reap soon. Yep. And we're going to be right there with you guys and all of the speakers, and just super excited learning and growing together. All right, Spanglish word.
It's going to be great the day that we have our ideas and we just meet with an event planner.
Yes, and they do all the work for us.
Say, look, put together this event. We have all these ideas. Do all the work.
Yes.
And then we'll see you there.
Yeah. But
for now,
we're learning. We're learning. We're learning. It's okay. It's
learning,
right.
Growing, and glowing.
We're learning. All right. Spanglish
so what's your Spanglish word? Because you said something yesterday and I'm like, I've never heard of this either.
That's the one. So we were talking about eating, dieting. My husband just happened to be in the conversation, and I said a word, and Ivette was like, what the heck is that? So the word that I said...
I thought you were insulting him, and I was like, okay, no. I know she wouldn't do that right here.
Okay, so greedy.
There were other people.
So we were just trying to say, okay, you're eating because you're a big guy, or you're eating because you're greedy. And so I said it in Spanish. Are you eating because she's like, well, he can't eat the same portion as you. And I'm telling her, Ivette, I serve him like 3 times more than me. He still wants to eat more. He's just being afrentado. And she just looked at me like I had 3 heads. And she goes, I never heard that word. I was like, you never heard afrentado? And then she said, no. So what do you use for the word greedy? What do you say?
Egoísta.
Oh, no, that's egotistic for me. Like, you're full of yourself. I guess that could be afrentado, too. All right. So.
No, egoísta means selfish. I was like, afrentado. Eso, like, afrentado means like, like, in your face. Like,
and I can't forget what Joe said, because he combined the words and then he walked out. So I was like, dang it, we gotta remember that. But none of us did, because we didn't write it down.
I think it was like egontado or afrentita.
Yes.
I don't know.
He combined it and walked away. Like, he's like, all right, that's it. I have enough with Jeanette. Now I have Jeanette and Ivette. I have 2 wives. I gotta go. Bye.
Like, oh my God.
Another Aunt Marie. I'm out of here.
Trouble.
All right, guys. Well, we love you. This was so much fun. Check us out, visionandheals.com. In the events tab, we have all of our events. We do so many things in the community. Follow us on the socials. Definitely come to our conference. We only have a certain amount of tickets. It's not like it's unlimited, and we're approaching that. So we have a big crew too. So just make sure you get your tickets. Don't wait for the last minute, because we might be sold out. Then you have to wait for next year.
By the time you guys hear this, we will already have had our Valentine's Day event, which is tonight. But if you still need to get something for yourself or for a special friend, or if you need to give your hubby or significant other a hint as to what you want, come by Vision and Heels, and we would love to give you all the pretty stuff, things to take care of yourself as much as you take care of others. So, and look at visionandheels.com. We always have something going on, not just learning, but sometimes just for fun. Just
and it's not just makeup
yourself.
Stuff. She has like pre-workout stuff. She has vitamins. Like, then we got someone that sells the workout clothes. Like, you're gonna be able to get everything. So, yes, and I'm sure you guys will hear this after the event, but just come by Vision and Heels. Yvette can get you set up with the products, and she can get you set up where you can find the workout clothes as well. So, we love you guys, and
love you.
That concludes our episode for this week. Until next time, guys.
We are grateful for you. Mwah.
Love you. Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Wow, that was some strong cafecito we poured today on Vision and Heels Uncensored. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Make sure you hit that subscribe button and leave us a review. We are truly grateful, as it really helps us pour more into your heart straight from ours.
Remember to live your truth, handle your business, and shine bright.
We'll be back soon to pour some more. Stay blessed.